The truth is often uncomfortable, and when it comes to the subject of older women or widows who still desire connection, society has a way of making them invisible. It assumes that once a woman reaches a certain age, or once she loses her partner, her inner world of longing, love, and emotional intimacy simply fades away. But the heart does not work on society's timeline. It responds to connection and genuine presence, regardless of age or circumstance. Today, we are going to talk about something most people avoid because it is not just about desire, but also about pain, silence, and deep emotions that remain bottled up, unable to be expressed. If you have ever wondered what is really going on beneath the surface when an older or widowed woman shows interest, you need to understand something first. You cannot perceive the truth behind her gestures if you do not understand the weight she carries within, her fear, her silence, and the internal battle she faces every day. When a woman loses her lifelong partner, she does not just lose a person. She also loses her future, her dreams, her support, and even a part of her own identity. On the outside, she may appear strong, but inside, she lives with immense loneliness. The grief does not simply disappear. It lingers. It shapes the way she sees the world and the way she allows herself to be seen. And the most painful thing is that society often does not even acknowledge that loneliness. It tells her that her life is over, that she no longer has the right to be happy, that she should stay silent and accept her fate. But the heart belongs to the individual, not to society. And as long as the heart remains alive, feelings will continue to exist. They may be quieter, more cautious, more restrained, but they are there. When a woman like this begins to feel attracted to a man again, she does not show it overtly. Her gestures are not exaggerated. Her voice does not get louder. Everything about her becomes quieter and deeper because it is a feeling that is not communicated with words, but with the beating of the heart. She feels it, but she cannot find a way to say it. She perceives it intensely, even though society does not give her space to express herself freely. That is why her signals are discreet, restrained, and deeply emotional. And these signals do not appear with just any man. They only emerge when she truly feels someone deserves her trust. If you are paying attention, you will notice that she does not express love directly. She experiences it with doubt. She acts cautiously. She tries to suppress her emotions as much as possible, fights against herself, and tries to convince herself using reason. But love cannot be stopped. It is an inner voice, impossible to silence. When her heart begins to be slowly and silently drawn to a man, a series of questions begins to resonate within her. What will people say? What will others think? Do I deserve to love again? Am I betraying my past? Will this man be able to understand me, listen to me, and truly feel me? And amidst all these doubts, signs begin to emerge little by little. The first sign is the change in her gaze. When an older woman or a widow begins to sincerely love a man, her gaze is the first thing that reveals it. The eyes tell the story of the heart. They never lie. If she begins to feel something for you, she will pause for a moment when she sees you. She will smile slightly, think for a moment, and become a little nervous. She wants you to look at her, even though she is afraid of being misunderstood. When you are in front of her, she observes you silently. Sometimes she looks for sincerity in your eyes. Other times she tries to find familiarity in your face. She finds it difficult to maintain eye contact because looking too long might reveal what she is trying to hide. But deep down, she wants you to look directly into her eyes because she is not just observing you, she is feeling you. And when a woman looks with emotion reflected in her eyes, it means that little by little you have begun to occupy a space in her heart. The gaze that lingers a moment too long, the glance she quickly looks away from when you catch her, these are not accidental. They are the quietest and most honest signals she can give. The Roman philosopher Cicero once observed that the eyes are the window to the soul. When you see her look at you with that soft, searching gaze, you are looking into her soul, and she is inviting you to look. Another important sign is that your words begin to affect her emotionally. When a woman like this begins to feel something for a man, her way of speaking changes. She listens attentively to everything you say. Even a simple word can become an emotional connection for her. She starts asking you, "How are you? Do you look tired? Is everything all right? Is there anything worrying you? At first glance, they seem like small questions. But for her, they represent a very large emotional investment. When she starts to feel something for you, her tone softens. Her voice becomes more intimate. Her words convey an affection she does not express directly. She remembers the things you say. She compliments you. She shows interest in your worries and tries to understand your life. If you notice this, understand it clearly. She is not just talking to you. She is building an emotional connection. She is telling you, without saying it, that you matter to her. The poet Rainer Maria Rilke, who wrote so beautifully about the inner life of the heart, observed that love consists in this, that two solitudes protect and border and greet each other. When she asks you those gentle questions, she is greeting you. She is opening a door that she has kept closed for a long time. The third sign is that she begins to include you in her solitude. This is a signal that a woman only shows to someone she trusts deeply. An older or widowed woman often hides this part of herself because she is used to being alone. She has learned to survive on her own, to find comfort in her own company, and to build walls around her heart to protect herself from further loss. But when she begins to include you in her solitude, when she invites you into the quiet spaces of her life, it means something profound. She might invite you for a quiet conversation at her home. She might suggest a walk in a peaceful place. She might share a memory or a story that she has never told anyone else. These are not casual invitations. They are sacred. She is letting you into the world she has built around herself, the world she normally keeps protected. This is a sign of deep trust. It means she is no longer content to be alone. She wants you to be part of her life, even if she cannot say it directly. The philosopher Hannah Arendt wrote that solitude is the human condition in which I keep myself company. When she begins to trade her solitude for your company, she is making a choice. She is choosing you over the familiar loneliness she has known for so long. The fourth sign is that she starts to care about your opinion in a deeper way. She may not say it, but she wants to know what you think about her. She might dress differently when she knows she will see you. She might ask for your advice on something that matters to her. She might share a decision she is struggling with and genuinely want to know what you would do. This is not casual curiosity. It is a sign of respect and emotional investment. When a woman cares about what you think, it means she values your judgment. She sees you as someone whose opinion matters. She wants to impress you, even if she would never admit it. This is especially significant for older women or widows who have spent years making decisions on their own. If she is asking for your input, it is because she wants you to be part of her life. She is giving you influence over her world, and that is a gift that she does not offer lightly. The fifth sign is that she becomes protective of you in subtle ways. She might worry about your health. She might check in on you when you are going through a difficult time. She might defend you in conversation when others do not see your value. This protective instinct comes from a place of deep care. It is the same instinct that she once had for her family, her children, her loved ones. When she extends that protection to you, it means you have become someone important to her. It means she sees you as someone worth caring for, someone worth standing up for. This is not about possession or control. It is about connection. It is her way of saying, you matter to me, and I want you to be okay. The psychologist Carl Jung wrote that the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. When she protects you, she is transformed by her care for you. She is becoming someone who loves again, and that transformation is beautiful. The sixth sign is that she starts to open up about her past. This is perhaps the most vulnerable sign of all. When an older woman or a widow begins to share her history with you, she is giving you a piece of her heart. She might tell you about her marriage, her children, her losses, her joys. She might talk about the things she regrets and the things she is proud of. She might reveal her fears, her hopes, and her dreams for the future. This is not casual conversation. It is an act of trust. She is inviting you into her inner world, the world that she has kept private for so long. When she shares her past with you, she is saying, I trust you with my story. I trust you with my pain. I trust you with my heart. This is the deepest form of intimacy. It is the kind of connection that cannot be faked or rushed. It is built over time through consistent presence and genuine care. The philosopher Simone de Beauvoir, who wrote extensively about aging and identity, observed that the tragedy of old age is not that one is old, but that one is not oneself. When she shares her past with you, she is reclaiming herself. She is showing you who she truly is, without the masks that society has forced her to wear. If you are seeing these signs, if she is looking at you with that soft gaze, listening to you with deep attention, including you in her solitude, caring about your opinion, protecting you, and opening up about her past, then something real is happening. She is falling for you, and she is probably terrified. She is terrified of being hurt again. She is terrified of what others will think. She is terrified that she is too old or that she does not deserve love. She is terrified that her feelings are misplaced or that you will not understand. But despite all of that fear, she is still showing up. She is still reaching out in her quiet way. She is still hoping that you will see her and that you will choose her. The poet Emily Dickinson wrote that hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. That hope is still alive in her, even after everything she has been through. And if you are the one who makes that hope bloom, you are doing something profoundly beautiful. So, what should you do if you notice these signs? The answer is simple. Be patient. Be present. Be kind. Do not rush her. Do not pressure her. Do not assume that her feelings are the same as a younger woman's. They are deeper, more complex, and more fragile. She needs to trust you, and trust cannot be forced. It must be earned. Show her that you are reliable. Show her that you listen. Show her that you see her, truly see her, and that you value her for who she is. And most importantly, do not make her regret trusting you. If she opens her heart to you, treat it with the care and respect it deserves. That is how you build something real. That is how you honor the courage it takes for her to love again. The philosopher Martin Buber, who wrote about the power of genuine encounter, distinguished between I-it relationships, where we treat others as objects, and I-thou relationships, where we truly encounter another person. When you see her with the eyes of genuine encounter, when you treat her as a thou rather than an it, you are honoring her humanity and creating the space for love to grow. And that is the most beautiful thing you can offer her.